Good fucking Lord.
You're watching Your World Gaming News with your host, Canadian Gamer.
Alright, so beer of the day. Space Age Sunshine from Flying Monkey. Orange Creamsicle. 7.6% alcohol. Quadruple IPA. Funky looking can. That's all I got.
How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another episode of Your World Gaming News. Hope you're all doing well. I really don't have a lot to talk about. Just, guys, it's super hot right now. We're in the midst of the summer heat up here in Ontario, Canada. It's very hard to find time to game right now for a variety of different reasons. There's just way too much going on. I haven't had time to game. I got very close to the end of Dead Island 2. I had to walk away from it. I'm not prepared to talk about it on the video here today as to why I walked away from it, but I will be talking about that shortly in due time. But I do find right now I'm having a hard time finding the time to just settle down and relax and play a game. I haven't played my Switch in God knows how long. I charged it and then I put it back on its dock here and it's probably dead. One thing I did want to talk about, Switch 2 related. Again, I don't really have a dog in this fight. I've never seen a Switch 2. I've never held a Switch 2. I don't have any plans to buy a Switch 2. I watched the controversial video from Digital Foundry where they had a lot of good things to say about the Switch 2, but one of the things that they did not have good things to say about was the screen, specifically the quality of the screen. Apparently it's a step back from the OLED model of the original Switch, to the point where John Linneman was saying for a lot of the older original Switch games, he would prefer to play those games on a Switch OLED than the Switch 2. Ouch. So right now, again, I'm an older gamer. I find the idea of getting a Switch OLED is much more interesting to me than getting a Switch 2. What's the point of getting a Switch 2 when you know a Switch 2 OLED's going to come out in a couple of years? Why they decided to release the Switch 2 with whatever it has, an LCD screen, is beyond me. I guess they're trying to get the price point down to a decent level to get the console out the door, and then later on they'll release the OLED model. But yeah, I don't even barely play my Switch, to be honest with you. I have no reason to buy a Switch 2. But an OLED model, I'm sure I could probably find one for cheap, right? So that's all I wanted to really say about that. But yeah, the more we're getting all of these new games coming out at us at once, it's like a Chinese buffet. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff over at the buffet that interests me, but I'm a little bit too overwhelmed to the point where I just want to have a slice of pizza. Like, that's what I feel like right now. I don't have any sort of, I'm not chomping at the bit to go out and buy any new games. I'm seeing a constant, every time a new game comes out lately, it seems like it's here today and it's gone tomorrow. Like Doom, the new Doom game that came out, The Dark Ages. Everybody talked about it for about 3 or 4 days. Nobody talks about it anymore. Same goes for Death Stranding 2. People were talking about it for a day or two. Nobody's talking about it now. These new games, they just come and go. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, I just don't have any ambition to buy any new games whatsoever. I was, once upon a time, I was interested in buying the Outer Worlds too, because I really enjoyed the Outer Worlds, but not now. I'm not really interested in it. I just I saw gameplay footage for the Outer Worlds 2, and it looks like it's more of the same. So I feel like I've been there and done that. I feel like I just need to, I already talked about it, but enjoy what I have. And I want to start maybe dabbling a little bit more in the modern releases for the Sega Genesis that have come out from a lot of the indie developers. I don't know if we say indie or not, but there's a couple of really good games that have come out recently for the Sega Genesis that I have not yet played, so that's something to get at as well. I also want to mention here, no spoilers yet, but I will be retiring the Starfield picture in the picture frame here. I'm going to be putting something else up very shortly, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else going on. There's a little bit of a boxing card on tonight. The Preacher's daughter, Holly Holm, was released from her UFC contract back in January. I did not even know that. And she's back boxing tonight on the undercard for whatever that guy's name is there. Jake the Snake. What's his name? Jake. Can't remember his name. So that's happening tonight. There's a UFC card on tonight as well. I've got a bunch of movies I need to get to. I've got a bunch of books I need to keep reading. I am busy. I am really busy. I hope things start to slow down. But that's it. That's it for this update video. Your World Gaming News. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bang, bang.